Hello guys, my name is Wale Farron. You're watching Tech Roundup, your weekly opinion, views and analysis of the top tech events happening around the world with a focus on Nigeria. On today's show, our anchor story this week is on the recent Twitter ban in Nigeria. As always, please stay tuned for Tech Roundup Weekly, which is right after the first story, and don't forget to listen out for Number of the Week, which is at the end of the show. The show is packed, so let's get started. First story this week is an interesting one. Is one that has caught the attention of almost everyone in Nigeria who pays attention to anything technology. But more importantly, it's caught attention of the global audience following, technology, following human rights violation, freedom of speech. People are looking at this from every single perspective that you can think of that is relevant. And we're talking about the ban by the Nigerian government on use of Twitter in Nigeria. I think this was a fallout from Twitter deleting a post that was deemed against the Twitter policy, a tweet that was posted by the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And the government came out retaliating and saying that Twitter was banned in Nigeria. The way I want us to look at this is, three simple lenses. One is from a civility, rights of citizens perspective. Should this be happening in a democracy, in a government that was voted for by the people? Is this acceptable? I know we might have different ways of looking at this, but just generally, this is like cutting up people's voices and rights to express themselves. And as you can imagine, it's people are not very happy with this. Secondly, what does this speak to in terms of government participation or regulation in the tech space in Nigeria? We've talked about over the last couple of years, a lot of actions by regulators in Nigeria, sometimes for, sometimes against what we see as technology moving in the right direction in Nigeria. This ban, what tone does that set in the technology space? And then three, it's really about investment, foreign investment, how foreign investors will see this. Can this be interpreted as unstable policy coming out of government that can wipe away the value of an investment in an instance? We always talk about that in the context of developing, underdeveloped countries, markets where government policies are by and large unpredictable and might impact the value of an investment portfolio negatively. So that's how I'm seeing this, and that's how I want to sort of tailor our conversations on this. Let me bring Samson in on this. If you can address any of the three areas that I laid out, just to talk about this story very briefly.
Okay, thank you for having me to share. I think it's very obvious, my own opinion is very obvious, that the Twitter ban seems to be the support of the government for them to not to be accountable to us in terms of trying to hide some of the things that people are talking about. We want a good governance, we want things to work, and I think even the end stacks that happened has really exposed the current government based on the interaction that has happened. And so for me, an action like that, just one person, yes, even though it's number one in the country, doesn't warrant that quick decision making without carrying your cabinet along. For me, it's a no-no, because the president and the cabinet should consider certain things. What is the economic gain to this for us? This is a platform that over 200 million pools of talent on. And then the economic growth alone in terms of transactions done by Nigerians, I'm sure you have the statistics already about what is happening. So I feel that it's very important for us to look at it from an angle of positive direction for us as Nigerians in our country. Investors are likely not to keep coming to Nigeria because if you look at the statistics of what has happened over the years, in the last 1 year, a lot of investors has come in, and then those investors are putting money to help the startups. So if government keep changing policies and keep doing what they like, obviously it's going to affect the overall results of having investors to come in. So if I may advise, that's if government is going to listen carefully, is high time that even though you're going to stop something like this, you have alternative. Without you having an alternative, it doesn't make any economic gain of you stopping this based on the ego of the president, in my own view. There's a lot of access to market. Freedom of expression is what this platform does. So I feel that it would be appropriate for the government to reverse this swiftly so that it can give us that positive appearance, positive global look that we are actually trying to build, because a lot of things is wrong already with our country. So doing this again with the interaction of the NSACs, it's something that I don't think is appropriate at this time. That would be my own take about this.
Yeah, I think that the ban in itself puts Nigeria like light years behind when it comes to freedom of speech and freedom of expression. I feel like the government saw the use of the platform as a way for Nigerians to finally be heard, and unfortunately thought that that was threatening and decided to make the decision that they made. I think it is very unfortunate that that's the situation we find ourselves, but it is what it is. And I mean, it's very obvious that the repercussions are already they're already being seen everywhere. Everyone has published stories of how much money businesses are losing on a daily basis since the ban, how much this is affecting businesses that people that use individuals that use the platform to earn a living. So it's just really, really sad that this is happening. And like he said, I hope that they can resolve the situation and get people back on track when it comes to this.
Now we'll take a short break for highlight from this week in tech. This is Tech Roundup Weekly. Enjoy. The number of the week this week is 2. Reports have it that within 24 hours of the Twitter ban, an estimated 2 billion naira was lost in the Nigerian market. As always, we'd love to hear your comments and feedback, so please connect with me on LinkedIn and on Twitter at Wole Faron. And please subscribe to the Tech Roundup YouTube channel if you haven't done so already. Also, please like us on Facebook and on Instagram and be part of our ever vibrant tech community. That's all we have for you this week. Have a great weekend, guys. Until next week, good night.